Alright, we back on the YouTube. Sheesh, you lit. So, highly requested room tour. I did a room tour in the beginning of last year, and a lot has changed since then. And as a matter of fact, last year when I did do that room tour, there actually wasn't as much people that was into my content than now. So I think it would be lovely. I know you guys on stream have been demanding me to do a room tour. I got y'all. Here it finally is. Now previously I did kind of do like just a setup tour. So I'm gonna actually talk about the rest of my room, why I have things the way it is, where I kind of like hide my stuff, what equipment I have. Now a little disclaimer, this is not going to be your like typical super duper fancy production. Like I'm not gonna show every single product in fine detail with like crazy cinematography. So I'm just gonna talk you through my room setup so you guys know exactly what's in my room, why I have it, why it's there, what I use it for, and that's pretty much how we're gonna do it. All right, let's get into it. Alright, so I think the number one question that I get the most, without a doubt, is my lighting setup. So I have 4 main light sources in my room. We can start with this one. This is a Philips Hue light bulb. And moving on over here, my lamp, this is also a Philips Hue light bulb. So I have 2 different Philips Hue light bulb. One's pushing blue, one's pushing red. They're pushing different colors to give me that little blend effect in my room, and different parts of my room get shined differently. When you have 2 different light sources, it just looks so much more cooler, especially when they have different angles. The other light source is the LED strip in the back of my desk. That hasn't changed, honestly. That's just from Amazon. I have that set to pink. I can also change that and set it to fade so that it fades the whole rainbow. Now, the biggest addition, which is probably the craziest part of this room, is my galaxy projector. The reason I have it set up here is I actually have it set so that it projects on the wall that is shown behind me in my stream. So that way everybody's in the streams like, oh my god, your room's so cool. And then you look at this side and it's just like, meh. That's pretty much my lighting in my room, especially when it comes to night. Now, obviously, what if I just want it to be normal? Then I can just go, Alexa, set Ryan to white. And then I have my like normal good old room. Now let's actually talk about this side of my room, which is the side that I never really show the stream. Nothing too special. I just have my closet with all my clothes in there. Here's my door, you can come in, all that stuff. Here's my like jacket rack where I put all my jackets and I have all my hoodies on top too. This is actually my ring light, which is what I used to use a lot for TikTok and stuff. This is a stack of sponsored stuff that I have to open. That's the floodlights from my unboxing stream. This is an air purifier, so I usually turn this on when I'm sleeping, and what it does is it sucks in the air from the room and then it pushes out cleaner air. That's my drone. It's been sitting there for a while. Here's my calendar that I stopped using. I stopped using this because since every day was just staying home, there was like no reason to plan my days out anymore. Here's my another extra closet. Now this is actually old, so I've been using this since like I was a child. Do I ever want to replace it? Sure. Is it a necessity to replace it? Honestly, not really. Here's my bed. Now, do I sleep? Yes, I get rest. Do I sleep on my dreams? Hell no. Here I just kind of put like miscellaneous things. Here's my gym stuff, my gym bag. Here's my more camera equipment, and that's actually my blackout curtain, which I use in the daytime when I want to stream in the daytime. More gym equipment, and that's my tripod whenever I want to film on a tripod. Alright, so let us get to my stream setup. Starting on this side, just some, you know, vitamins and shit, gotta stay healthy. My speakers haven't really changed. These are Edifier speakers. Really good quality. I have no reason to change these unless obviously they break. Different lens, that's my Sony 10-18. Here's a GorillaPod. This is actually what's supposed to be strapped onto my current camera, which I'm holding right now, but I'm doing everything handheld, so there's no reason for me to have this extra weight. So I literally just left it here. This is my old camera. Every previous YouTube video was filmed with this camera. This camera has literally lasted me just about more than 3 years now, and it's my baby. It has gone through a lot. I love you. and now you are my new streaming camera. Why is there no lens on it, you ask? The lens that is on this is actually what's on this camera that I'm holding right now. So here's my laptop. So this is pretty much the same laptop that I bought to use for school and studying and accounting. I didn't really have a use for it anymore once I started to once I first got my PC, and once I started to use that pretty much forever. The reason I actually have this out here now is because I actually keep my laptop on so that I can have a playback of my stream when I'm live. That way I can have it open. It's got my stream going. I know what the stream looks like from chat's perspective, and it doesn't cost any extra resources to have that open. So that's what I pretty much use this laptop for now. I literally have no other reason to use it. Here's the rest of my setup. My chair hasn't changed. I'm pretty sure I had this already in my first review, but chair hasn't changed. It's a DX Racer, nothing too fancy. Here is my 4K monitor. Look at that sick ass wallpaper. This is my 4K monitor, and here's my 240 hertz monitor. Now I use this one specifically for gaming, and this one specifically for either watching 4K videos or just extra like real estate. And the fact that it's 4K allows me to fit a lot of things into here. So if you guys can like see the scale of how small the taskbar is compared to like the left side, like there's literally it's molecular. I do have a 4K wallpaper running on it, and that one also has a wallpaper too. This changes color based off the music that I'm playing, so let me see if I can get a song for you guys. It just gives me like a really cool additional like color factor in my room, which I love. This mouse is the Model O. It's wired. Got it literally when the Model O first became a thing. Love the mouse. It's perfectly fine. I do have a bungee with it, which makes it pretty much wireless. Like, a lot of people keep telling me to upgrade to the wireless, but look, this feels wireless to me. There's quite literally no reason for me to upgrade unless this breaks. Now I actually have a secondary mouse, and you might be wondering why I have an extra mouse. The reason I have two mouses is because this mouse allows me to change the DPI with just a hold of a button. So when it comes to like editing content, like this is the perfect mouse for me. My keyboard hasn't changed. I have changed the keycaps. They're now white keycaps. They are PBT keycaps, so they're like just the better versions. Here's my Stream Deck. It's a 3x5 Stream Deck. Here's all my scenes in it. This is pretty much a quality of life product when it comes to streaming. You don't need this to stream, but it'll make your stream life 10 times more easier. If you're a streamer, I would highly recommend getting a Stream Deck. Moving on, first of all, let me just say real quick that just disregard my cable management. I know my cable management is shit, but it is what it is. So let's talk about this. So I bought this like extra monitor stand because I wanted to be able to store my new keyboard in there. This keyboard was sent to me by Alferior Keys, but this was honestly a little bit, it was quite difficult for me to use. There's literally no keys on the button, so you just kind of have to know where the keys are. And also I love my numpad. I love my extra keys, my arrow keys, and this one didn't have it, so it ended up just being a little bit more of an inconvenience for me to use. So that one is kind of just kept under there. I also have extra features in this stand. It allows me to put my phone here too if I wanted to. That's pretty much that. Here's my audio setup. I do have a Shure SM7B hooked onto a Rode PSA1 mic arm, boom arm. Now this is like pretty much the end game. There's honestly nothing else more for me to change here, and I have that all hooked up to the Go XLR. If you don't know what this is, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but this is pretty much necessary in order to make a mic like the Shure SM7B function. This is cool and fancy. I can change my mic volume, change the music volume, game volume on command, and also just like the regular Windows system volume. It also gives me like options to play with my voice, which is up here. It also has like a sampler, so pretty much I could just play audio on command with the press of a button. I do actually have a really long earphone extension cable. I think I bought like 10 meters, but pretty much it allows me to listen to music if I'm like on this side of my room. Like, yes, it'll go that far, but it's very rare that I use it. But for stream, it's really convenient, especially when I wanted to like go off to the side and record myself trolling or dancing or whatever. Yes, I still use earphones. My earphones are AKGs. These are literally the earphones that I use for streaming. Why do I use earphones? 1, they're just more comfortable. 2, I don't get hot. And 3, doesn't ruin your hair. The mouse pad is also an Alphira Keys mouse pad. They actually hooked this up, so shout out to those guys. Here's my little G Fuel stack. So if you don't know what G Fuel is pretty much kind of like an energy formula that's for gamers. To sum it up, it's almost like an energy drink with a bunch of like extra healthy stuff added in it. They have a ton of different flavors. Here's hype sauce, peach rings, blue ice, snow cone, sour blue chug rug, battle juice, kiwi strawberry, and Bahama Mama. All the good stuff there. There is caffeine in it, so I do drink these before stream. Very rarely I'll drink these in my like own time, but it does help give you that like just extra juice, you know. Also, if you would love to copy your own, you can use code LEGENDDAILY at G Fuel checkout for 10% off. Every now and then my code does go 30% off, so disregard that. That's just boxes from my camera unboxing from the other day, which you probably saw in the YouTube video. Here's my like nightstand. Nothing too fancy. My phone, water, Alexa. This is like an old ass lamp from the 90s that I've been using since I was a baby. Why haven't I replaced it? Because I don't know, it's not really a need to. I know a ton of you guys are gonna be asking, what, Legend Daily, what is that thing on your shelf, bro? Like, what is that, bro? Like, yo, you're kind of sus. This is my aromatherapy collection from Bath & Body Works. Do I actually use this lotion? Yes, I use this lotion to moisturize, guys. Don't be weirdos now. I have like 8 different scents, and trust me, this can actually improve the quality of just your like regular day, you know. Imagine just being on the computer and then boom, slap on some stress relief lotion. Up here, this is kind of like my jewelry holder thingy, my ice, you know. Here's my, what do you call these things, lava lamps? Yeah, barely use this, but this was actually a high school gift from way back in the day. Here's some extra things. Fake grass, by the way, still looks good. I'll probably add some more shit here, but not too crazy of a priority right now. Also, here is under my desk. I know, first, again, disregard the cable management. Sorry, I'm stressing out, you freaks. This is a foot warmer that I got for Christmas one time. So when it's hella cold, this is like perfect for your feet. Just keeps that shit warm. And here's my good old PC. This bad boy is literally just about 4 years old now. There's a Ryzen 7 1700 in there and a GTX 1060. So, as you can tell, my shit's pretty outdated. And it is on top of my accounting books. Who would have known that the textbooks you used in school would have had such a good use? So that's pretty much my room tour. I know that everything was kind of rushed, but I wanted to give as much information about my room as I can so that you guys know exactly what my room is like. Everything you see in this room and why it's the way it is personal to me, which means that you shouldn't, like, guys, do not, I repeat, do not compare yourselves to me, okay? The way I like to see it almost is your room is kind of like a physical representation of your mind. If your mind is like shit, there's a good chance your room probably looks like shit too. This is literally your own personal physical space. You get to choose how it looks, how it feels, what's the vibe in your room. Is it going to be negative? Is it going to be positive? You get to choose all of that. I think people forget that this is the place that we come to every single day. With that being said, I highly recommend you guys invest into your own personal space. Your own room is the place that you're going to spend a big portion of the rest of your life in, so why wouldn't you want to invest in it? Treat your room like how you want your mind to be treated. If you want your mind to be more clear, your mind to be more enjoyable, a vibe, make your room like that. It'll help you out. This is my place. I freaking love my room. I will say though, I am getting to the age now where there's a solid chance I'm going to move out in the next 5 years. There are a lot of things that I want to change and upgrade, but I just know that I could just wait until I move out and then just like go off and build my own man cave or whatever. That's pretty much all I have for this video. Again, if you guys have questions, drop it down below. Drop your questions. I want to know. I want to see them. And also, if you actually enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and comment and share it with your friends and family. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. No Sleep Gang for life. More vlogs to come. Yo, I'm probably gonna do a video one day about this new camera rig of mine. You guys already know we don't sleep out here. Peace.